Anyway, here's what I'm getting at. Don't expect yourself to rise above your internal conflict. It doesn't work like that, okay? Your brain knows you better than you know yourself, and it is ruthless when it comes to getting you to do what it wants. And what does your brain want to do? It wants to work as little as possible, and it wants to feel good all the time. Does that sound familiar?
What's up, guys? Before we get into the video, just wanted to let you know that I have a brand new book out called The Binge Solution, 10 simple recipes to stop you from binge eating. So if you are having issues with binge eating and you want to know my top 10 favorite recipes that I use myself all the time to stop myself from binge eating, go to thebingesolution.com. You can get it for free right now. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
All right, I'm just going to come out and say it point blank. Your excuses do not matter at all when it comes to weight loss. They don't really matter when it comes to anything. Nobody cares about your excuses. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I was talking to somebody in my Facebook fasting group the other day. Shout out to my Facebook fasting group. Link in the description if you want to join that. The conversations shifted to why this person didn't seem to lose much weight after their most recent fast. I asked them if they were eating healthy because I wanted to help this person, obviously. And instead of answering with a yes or no, by the way, fun fact, anything other than a yes is a no, they started to tell me some story about how they used to eat healthy back when their refrigerator was working, but now it's much harder because their refrigerator doesn't work, and blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not picking on this person, just using them as an example, but when I heard that, I don't know about you, but when I was told that to be the reason, I immediately thought of a few options to be able to eat, something healthy, even without a fridge. For example, what if you went to the grocery store every day to buy the fresh food and to eat it? This is what I do. I don't normally go once a week to the grocery store and buy $100 worth of stuff. I'll go every single day and buy the food that I want to eat that day. Mainly because I'm just kind of, I don't want to say I'm bored with my life, but I like to mix up what I do in a day. I don't want to just be on the computer all day and then go to the gym and just have that same routine. I want to mix it up a little bit by going to the grocery store too. But the point is that when you go to the grocery store every single day, you can choose exactly the foods that you want to eat that day. Now look, I know some of you are squeamish about eating raw meat, but I eat raw beef several times a week, especially lately, and I feel incredible when I do. It requires no cooking. You don't even need a plate. You can eat it right out of the package after you buy it. I even have to admit that many times I've gone to the store, bought raw meat, and eaten it in the car. With no fork, just taking bites out of it like it's a sandwich. The point is this, most of the time, excuses creep up on you when you're not 100% committed to your goal. If I said to myself, right, I could have come up with a million excuses. Oh, I don't have a fork. I don't have the hot sauce that I like. I don't have a plate. I can't eat this now. No, if you're committed to the goal, then you're going to eat it. If you knew, for example, and this is an extreme example, but if you knew you would, die or your family would be killed in an hour, if you didn't go to the grocery store and buy something reasonable to eat, would you still go eat the pizza? I don't think you would. Because you'd be 100% committed to the goal. You'd be all in. You would have leverage over yourself. So the real problem isn't that you are making excuses, it's that there isn't enough leverage on you in order to make you not change. Leverage can come in many forms. So, for example, if you pay somebody $3,000 for a weight loss coaching program, you're much more likely to follow through on what you're supposed to do because you have more leverage on yourself to do so. If you don't, you'll feel like you wasted your money for nothing. You can also have emotional leverage, let's call it. So if you're extremely overweight and somehow forced into a situation where your body is on display in front of other people several hours a day, you're going to be embarrassed and will probably have enough motivation, leverage, let's call it, to actually lose the weight. Could be situational leverage. If you move to a city where you're on the beach and everybody's always at the beach, and at the beach it's hot and you strip down to your bikini or to your bathing suit and you don't really want to be fat because people are going to look at you and think you look gross. Or if you move to a city where everybody walks everywhere and there's no cars, or people don't drive cars usually because you can just get around by walking or taking a quick cab, you're also likely to lose weight. Anyway, the point is this: your weight loss excuses are the result, and this is going to be a little philosophical here, but they're the result of the combination of your unique lifestyle. Really philosophical. Instead of trying to brute force your way out of making excuses, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna force myself to eat a salad or whatever. All you actually have to do is change certain elements of your lifestyle, and it's likely that the excuses will go away naturally, without any effort on your part. I even go as far as to say that lasting change is impossible unless you change key elements in your lifestyle. It's hard to live next door to an ice cream shop and stay thin if you like ice cream. If your lifestyle is such that it is conducive to you being 100 pounds overweight, it's not that you need to force yourself to skip McDonald's or go buy chicken at the grocery store. I mean, that is essentially what you do need to do. But the fact that you buy the McDonald's in the first place is a result of the equation of your life. So you need to, or you don't need to, but I would recommend that you make less superficial changes to your life in order to automatically change your diet and other forms of your lifestyle. Anyway, here's what I'm getting at. Don't expect yourself to rise above your internal conflict. It doesn't work like that, okay? Your brain knows you better than you know yourself, and it is ruthless when it comes to getting you to do what it wants. And what does your brain want to do? It wants to work as little as possible, and it wants to feel good all the time. Does that sound familiar? Don't try to beat it by thinking. Okay, you're not going to outthink your brain. It does not work like that. Instead, change your physical circumstance in some way. If you move to, let's get specific. Let's say you move to Miami, right? Say you move to South Beach. Let's say you move to Tel Aviv. Let's say you move to Sydney, Australia. Right? You put your body in a physical location where you're going to be much more active naturally, and you're going to be around people who are much fitter and take fitness seriously, and there's lots of healthy food stores around you. It's much more likely that you are going to be fit. If you bought a pair of running shoes, just something simple as buying a pair of running shoes and putting them on your feet. Don't even say that you're going to go exercise or do anything. Just buy the shoes and put them on your feet. Right? Take the processed food in your house and throw it in the garbage. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to want to do anything. You don't have to be motivated to do it. You don't have to be in the mood to do it. Just go into your kitchen, grab the bags of shit that are in there, put it in a big garbage bag, and remove it from the building that you live in. And then you go to the grocery store and you buy the opposite of that, buy some chicken and put it in there. You don't need to want to do any of these things, is the point. You don't need to want to. You just got to do it.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Any and all comments are appreciated as they do help the algorithm. Also, be sure to pick up my brand new book, The Binge Solution, 10 Simple Recipes to Stop You from Binging. These are recipes that I use myself every single day to stop myself from binging. So if you have a binge eating issue and you want a little bit of help getting over that, be sure to go to thebingesolution.com and get that book for free. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.